This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Good evening on this Labor Day. I'm Rafael Sanchez. We start at 7 with the latest of the search for a 10-year-old girl in northern Indiana. She's been missing. It's been more than 48 hours since Skylee Carmack went missing. According to police in Gas City, she was last seen around 4 Saturday afternoon on South D Street. She was wearing a black t-shirt with the Super Mario Brothers characters Mario and Luigi, as well as black pants. If you have any information about her whereabouts, you're asked to call the police there in Gas City. The number 765-674-2278. It is day 2 of the Red Line rapid transit route, and it's now in full swing. But tomorrow, all of that will be put to the real test. The Red Line started running on Sunday, as you know, but with today being a holiday, Tuesday will be the first time for normal work week traffic to kick in alongside all of those buses. City and Indigo leaders will host a Red Line celebration tomorrow morning on the State House lawn. You could ride the Red Line for free during the entire month of September. Hundreds of people spent Labor Day raising awareness about the benefits of another mode of transportation. Freewheeling Community Bikes hosted a neighborhood bike ride. Freewheeling is a youth development organization that instills leadership skills and independence in kids by showing them how to fix bikes and ride them safely. It also involved with the city's Neighbor Ways effort, which aims to better connect cyclists and scooter riders to other bike paths using residential roads.
We at Freewheeling Community Bikes hope to be part of that initiative to get people to do that. Kids and parents, families, friends, just getting out on their bicycles and seeing our city from a different perspective.
The construction on the Neighbor Ways on the city's near southeast side and near north sides of Indianapolis should be done next year. A Carmel family is suing a major maker of electronic cigarettes. The lawsuit accused Juul Labs Incorporated of making e-cigarettes that contain excessive amounts of nicotine without warning that they're addictive. That family filed the federal lawsuit last month in Indianapolis. Juul says the lawsuit is without merit. The case comes as federal and state health officials investigate a nationwide outbreak of several lung illnesses linked to vaping. A man and a woman are dead after separate shootings on the northwest side of Indianapolis. The first happened just after 11 last night on Broadmoor Plaza, that's near 56th and Kessler Boulevard. Officers found a man shot and he died on the scene. The victim's name has not been released. And around 1:45 this morning, officers patrolling Lafayette Road north of 30th Street found a woman dead inside a car stopped on a bridge. A man in the car suffered critical injuries. Investigators are working to learn the circumstances surrounding the violence. We're bringing more updates on the RTV6 app as well as tonight on the news at 11. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas reporting at least 5 confirmed deaths because of all of that. A Hurricane Dorian, pounding the island. Dorian is tied for as the strongest Atlantic hurricane landfall on record. Evacuation orders are underway in parts of Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina as that storm moves closer to the U.S. mainland. Several airports and attractions are closed because of this monster storm. And Kevin, of course, we're all keeping an eye as we have friends and family in that part of the country. Hopefully that storm will just move away, but it's lingering.
It's stationary right now. It's not even. It's just sitting and spinning, which is hampering cleanup, rescue efforts in the Bahamas, but then leading to, what's that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's causing that? Why doesn't it just move up to the north?
Because it can't move west right now. In other words, the great weather that's going to come into our region is going to block that to the south and east, so the upper winds need to grab a hold of that at some point and make it move.
See, I knew you would do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, sunshine for us. It's been a beautiful day. Hope you've enjoyed your Labor Day. Temperatures middle to upper 70s. Just to show you, to the north, way north, northern plains, look at the temperatures in the Dakotas in the 60s, 62 in Bismarck, 92 in portions of Nebraska. A strong cold front will drop to the south and east. That will bring with it thunderstorms tomorrow night as we transition to much cooler weather Wednesday and Thursday. Big, broad area of high pressure, and the cold front sinking to the south will keep hurricane remnants then the east coast or off the coast. And temperatures for us, not just afternoon highs, but morning lows. low temperatures will be quite comfortable. 54 Thursday morning, staying in the 50s Friday through the weekend. This level of comfort will be with us for a while. Beautiful evening. Just like last night, I do think we'll see at least some patchy fog overnight. The storms firing up along that strong cold front are in the Dakotas, and then we'll move into Minnesota overnight. But for us tomorrow, the chance will increase tomorrow night. 78 at noon tomorrow. Warmest day of the week. It will be windy. Winds southwest gusting to 25. Thunderstorms become more likely as we move toward midnight and then into the early overnight. One more map here to show you the severe risk. Northern half of the state a little higher than elsewhere. 7 to 11. There's the line of storms dropping into central Indiana after that. And it leads to the cooler temperatures, consistently cooler as we go Wednesday through Monday. 6 out of 7 days in the forecast, 70s for highs, 50s for lows. And that's really our next best chance for rain after Tuesday night into early Wednesday. We're dry.
Kevin, thank you so much. This Labor Day, RTV6 putting the spotlight on hiring Hoosiers. Coming up, a look at the many career opportunities available across central Indiana. That's next, right here on the news at 7.
Donate to Goodwill.
RTV6 is celebrating Indiana's workers with a Hiring Hoosiers marathon. So welcome. As you know, Hiring Hoosiers is an initiative you'll only see right here on RTV6, connecting you to jobs, training, and many other career resources. We start with a service that's eliminating a major barrier for some people: how to get to work. If you don't have a car or public transportation near your home, you could be left in limbo. RTV6's Meredith Barrick shows you that there is another option.
Every weekday morning,
we leave at 6:15, so it's an early start to the day.
A van in Carmel fills up with people headed into downtown Indianapolis.
I like it a lot. It's a lot more relaxing than driving yourself.
The van pool is part of the Central Indiana Regional Transportation Authority's Commuter Connect program. It's just one of 33 van pools across a 9-county area, transporting more than 300 people on a daily basis.
There are people that want to work, they want to get to these jobs, so our program is able to help them find alternative ways to get to those jobs.
Their goal, get those people to work in an affordable and convenient way.
Most of our van pools are paying in the range of $50 to $100 a month. And it varies just on two things: the distance they're going and the number of people in their group.
If that still sounds like a lot, McGee showed me their commute cost calculator.
I think most people would be very surprised because a lot of times we only think of what we see every day as we're going up and down the road, the big bright gas sign. So a lot of people only figure in gas and if you work downtown, parking. But there are a lot of other costs that come with commuting, such as maintenance on your vehicle, wear and tear, those unexpected repairs.
Riders agree.
I would say from the fuel perspective, I save about 50%.
And while every day might not be a ride into the sunrise,
Today on the rain, this is my least favorite condition for driving.
it's smooth sailing into saving some money and making it to work each and every day. Working for you, Meredith Barrick, RTV6.
Some career opportunities, they come with a lot of perks like college tuition. Our Amanda Starantino explains how one program is doing just that while combating a skills gap on the job.
Toyota Motor Manufacturing Indiana prides itself in automobile manufacturing. The company is also the leading example for a new program for college students interested in advanced manufacturing and engineering. It's a program Paula Rodriguez, a second-year student at Vincennes University, is already a part of.
I work with robots, pneumatics, mechanics, and I think it is very important for me at least get involved in technology because I am really interested into it.
Chris Melvin is the supervisor of the Advanced Manufacturing Technician program at Toyota, working with students like Paula.
They're getting electrical, mechanical, robotics, programming, all those facets so that they are a complete and total multi-skilled team member.
Participants complete the 2-year program while going to and paying for college.
We're paying these students when they're working for us at a wage that's enough so that they can pay for all their education as well. So it's a great earn and learn program.
The Indiana Manufacturers Association is using Toyota as a model to implement this learning program into companies across the state through what is called INFAME, which stands for Indiana Federation for Advanced Manufacturing Education.
Lack of a skilled workforce is the #1 contributing factor to whether or not we'll be able to grow and maintain our productivity in Indiana.
Since workforce is the industry's most critical issue, the IMA is helping Indiana employers build a pipeline of trained Hoosier talent.
They will be learning a variety of technical skills and professional behaviors that will basically result in them being the best entry-level technician talent.
This whole program gave me the opportunity to experience real life, what the workplace was going to look like in the future for me, and open up more opportunities for me to grow.
INFAME is 100% employer funded through wages to students. It is the perfect program for the future engineers of the state, like Paula, to be prepared to immediately enter the workforce upon graduation, debt-free with a high-paying entry-level position.
Amanda, thank you so much for that. The Indiana Manufacturers Association, they're looking for more employers throughout our state that want to take on the INFAME program. Still ahead, a look at technology being created and tested to allow more people to work in the jobs of the future. That is our Hiring Hoosiers Marathon continues right here on RTV6 News at 7. Now at 7, jobs of the future could change the way people with disabilities pursue their careers and their dreams. And right now, Hiring Hoosiers goes inside the testing and the thinking that could play a major role in all of those changes.
Do that gesture, it'll turn on this laser pointers.
No limitations in this lab.
This one gives you touch sensations.
Ting Zheng is in touch with finding new ways to remove obstacles to the workplace.
This will make a difference for people with disabilities.
Haptimage is behind the technology, which includes a controller and software. It will allow people with visual impairments to recognize what's on the screen and let them pursue careers, whether in a forensics lab, architecture, or social media.
We can use this to help blind people actually, so they can feel this, like you see this as a red blood cell.
It's this kind of testing and thinking that's expected to change how people with disabilities will be able to pursue their careers.
Unemployment of people with disabilities is a very difficult problem. There's a lot of factors involved, and we're really focusing on giving them the tools to be successful.
We have about 10 of these different things that we've iterated through. And
Shruti Suresh is also focused on removing barriers. She's working on devices to help people with limited use of their hands.
I think it's euphoric to know that something works from a technological point of view as well as from an impact point of view. So it's pretty amazing. The main thing we're trying to do is improve their quality of life. And by improving their quality of life, we want to give them opportunities to pursue things that they may or may not have had access to in the past.
Amazing things are happening in that lab. As local police departments struggle to fill open positions, IMPD is offering young men and women the chance to work alongside law enforcement. RTV6's Meredith Barrick has a behind-the-scenes look at this interesting program.
I want to be a police officer because growing up I didn't see any Spanish-speaking officers.
Yasmin Juarez is well on her way to becoming a member of law enforcement.
I work at Southeast District as a PAO, which is a public assistance officer. I take reports for people like stolen medications, runaway reports.
Her role is crucial, and she can communicate with Spanish-speaking community members in stressful situations.
I have already encountered people that don't speak English. So it's been very easy for them. I can transition them to what they have to do.
All of this, and technically she's not even a police officer yet. She's an IMPD cadet. It allows anyone between 18 and 21 to work in part-time civilian roles so they can one day be behind the badge.
The long-range goal is to get a great pool of people so that when they do apply to the police department, they've got a step ahead. They've got an advantage. They've seen what the background of IMPD is like. They've got a taste of what police life is like, and so that they're that much ahead when they go to apply.
Only in its second year, the cadet program already boasts 5 former cadets well on their way to full-time careers in law enforcement, including 2 in the police academy. As for Yasmin, she hopes she's one of the next batch of officers.
Working as a civilian employee, you get to see the back, the behind the scenes. So being a police officer is different than what I expected. But I definitely do want to become an officer.
Working for you, Meredith Barrick, RTV6.
So many jobs are set to open in our state over the next decade. RTV6's Amanda Starantino shows us a new high-tech tool designed to help fill all of those positions.
This Broad Ripple business is all about company culture inside the building while providing their product, Covideo, to businesses around the world. But Covideo's president, Jason Price, says finding the right people to work at his tech company is not always easy.
There's a talent gap here. I mean, especially at the executive level. And so we need to bring these smart people back.
That is why Jason enlisted the help of TMAP to help grow his staff.
So how many leads do you have today?
Elizabeth Abram is Jason's new director of marketing. She's a Hoosier who left for an East Coast job in 2012. But now she's back and has TMAP to thank.
I wanted to stay in technology. I wanted to work for a high-growth company.
TMAP finds talent like Elizabeth by using data, science, and state-of-the-art marketing to select talent specific for Indiana companies. TMAP stands for Talent Map, and Bill Osterly is the CEO. He wants his technology to assist Indiana companies as the state's workforce shrinks.
So the idea was maybe we could build a profile of all of the people in the world who might be willing and able to work in Indiana.
TMAP is working with the state's universities and their alumni to build this talent pool database.
Companies move, which causes more people to move. We have to be aware of our situation. So we're going to have to go outside the state, find the most talented people we can, and recruit them back.
Right now, there are millions of names in the TMAP system, with thousands of people who have shown interest in coming back for the right opportunity.
If you work hard and you show initiative, you can become anything you want.
What are you working on?
Elizabeth Abram is a TMAP success story. Months after her original conversations with Osterly's company, TMAP linked Elizabeth with Covideo and Jason Price.
They really come in, get to understand who we are, and they've done a fantastic job. So we hired in Elizabeth. She was literally the only person that we interviewed.
This was the first company they showed me. Yes.
Was
yeah.
the one and only?
It was a match, yeah. I wouldn't be here. I'd probably still be in Boston if it weren't for TMAP.
Working for you, Amanda Starantino, RTV6.
So to come, an Indianapolis school helping make Central Indiana more international. We'll explain how and what that means for hiring Hoosiers when our marathon continues on the news at 7.
77.
Discount. Attracting foreign-based companies and bringing jobs to Central Indiana. That's the goal of an Indianapolis school. The school's new leader talked to RTV6 about adapting education to serve the future.
Kind of hit me, I thought it would just be cool if I had this sun pattern with the wood burner.
Discoveries.
I focused on domestic life, motherhood, and the expectation to care for the children.
Discussions.
Sounds like that's going to be the focus of your essay work.
Yeah.
All developing in classrooms at the International School of Indiana.
They see every problem that's put on their desk as an option for 20 different solutions with 20 different angles to tackle it because their inquiry-based mindset.
Elizabeth Head is the new leader of ISI. She led an international school in Costa Rica before coming to Indianapolis. She is well aware of the urgency of preparing a future workforce in a state worried about filling 1 million jobs. She's confident her students will graduate with the ability to manage the next 50 years.
And that's the reality of what they have to be able to face. They don't need content that will answer the questions 2 years after they graduate.
They need, now, right?
Exactly. Google. They need skills that when they're 20, when they're 30, when they're 40, and they're 50, those skills will help them look at the whole world, help them look at whatever problems.
The International School opened in 1994, created in part to attract foreign-based companies and their families. and to send a signal that Indianapolis was open to the world. In school, kids from Indiana and more than 50 different countries are fully immersed in a language, either Spanish, French, or Mandarin. And every child is enrolled in international baccalaureate classes beginning in pre-kindergarten.
We can teach students math and science pretty easily, but how do you teach human beings to ethically manage the situations that they're going to face? And that all comes down to values, it comes down to character, it comes down to ethics, and it comes down to seeing the world as a place that they have something to give to.
More than 600 students attend the school. They represent people from Indiana and more than 50 different countries. Our Hiring Hoosiers Marathon continues tonight on the news at 11. And you can find all of our career-related stories anytime on the RTV6 app and our website, hiringhoosiers.com. Thanks for making RTV6 your choice for news on this Labor Day. Have a great evening. Again, Amanda and Kevin will be back with the news at 11 in a couple of hours right here. So join us then. Our Hiring Hoosiers Marathon continues. Have a good evening.